Hey there, YouTube. Evil Dead Fan 1990 here to talk to you guys about one thing that kind of makes me upset. Sequels. Now, I know a lot of you say sequels are bad because they do not surpass the original, or actors have been replaced with different actors, or the sequel has nothing to do with that of the original. Well, I'm here to tell you guys about movie sequels. Now, as you probably heard in my Starship Troopers 2 review, Hero of the Federations, I actually like that sequel because it turned the series into more of a thriller. And don't get me wrong, I still love Starship Troopers 3. I thought it was great to bring back the humor and them making fun of political stuff and all that. Well, anyway, I'm just here to talk about some of the good movie sequels. Now, I picked these four here because I believe these are good and surpass the original. And you'll see what I think. Alright. The first one is the sequel to King Solomon's Mine. It's Alan Quartermain and The Lost City of Gold, starring Sharon Stone and Richard Chamberlain. Now this movie was considered to be one of the best Indiana Jones spoofs of all time. Now, first off, let me tell you this. Indiana Jones was actually based off the character and inspired by Alan Quartermain, written in King Solomon's Mines, along with other books. Now, Richard Chamberlain does a great job in portraying the adventurer Alan Quartermain. And Sharon Stone, well, let's just say her acting in Basic Instinct is better. But either way, I'm not here to talk about this. Now, by the time the first movie came out, King Solomon's Mines, that movie was hilarious. It had good action in it, and just downright a pretty good movie. Now, I believe a year later, 1 year later, those movies were filmed back to back along with this. Now, when this movie came out, it's considered to be one of the worst sequels ever. I don't get why. I enjoyed it. I thought it was just as funny and just as exciting as the last one. And it also stars James Earl Jones as Alan Quartermain's sidekick. That's right, James Earl frickin' Jones. Alright, and now the next one. Now, you know I'm a big From Dusk Till Dawn fan. I own most of their movies. I own all three of their movies. And the one sequel I want to talk about, which everyone seems to put down and pretty much crap on, is From Dusk Till Dawn 2 Texas Blood Money. Now, the thing I liked about this movie the most is the fact that they took it out from the bar, from the strip club or whatever, and brought it into more like a bank heist type thing. It was more like watching a action kind of horror movie. To me, it surpassed the original and was very well planned out and very good. And it also starred the guy from Terminator. Let's see if I can find his name here. Oh, here is Robert Patrick. Yeah, Robert Patrick. He does a great job in here playing the somewhat of a hero, but still the bad guy in real life. Well, not in real life, but, in the movie he's the bad guy, but then, throughout most of it he becomes somewhat the hero. Now, this movie did a pretty good job. It was different, and that's why I like it. I like it when sequels try to bring something new to the table and try something different. So, do not put this down. Give it a chance. Alright, now here's one that I saw first before seeing the first one. And I do like the first one, but I still prefer this one. It's John Carpenter's Escape from L.A. Now, a cool thing about this movie, it has a cameo appearance by Bruce Campbell playing the Surgeon General of Beverly Hills. Now, and the other interesting thing is, even though she's not credited in this movie, Jamie Lee Curtis provides the narrative voice as the one who explains what happens in the future. Now, what I like about this movie is the fact that it takes place in LA, and it shows LA, like, in the future becoming, like, this big kind of prison thing. I enjoyed it, and I like the fact that, it just brought more to it. It was kind of more, like, around and going different places. It was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it, and I love Escape from New York just as good as this one. Oh, and good ending, by the way. Now here's one. Now it doesn't really count as a sequel. It's a prequel that everyone seems to absolutely hate. That everyone puts down, has a bad story, that says it messes up the whole franchise of Hannibal the Cannibal. That's right. I'm talking about Hannibal Rising. This is the unrated cut, but I'm doing a video. Get out. Okay. Well, anyway, this one, Hannibal Rising. I enjoyed it. It was the first movie I saw with my best friend, and I don't get why people didn't like it. I thought it actually explained the character of Hannibal Lecter better, because in the last movies, like Red Dragon, you just knew a little bit more about him and, and all that. In Silence of the Lambs, he knew how he does it, but in this one, this explains why. And, well, a lot of people didn't like the fact of, why Hannibal Lecter does it. People like to think that he just does it for fun or something, but I liked how this one gave him more of a backstory to it, so I don't know, this one was a pretty good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Well, that goes on my top 4 favorite movie sequels and prequels. Now, these count as the best of, Hollywood's movies, while in my next video, I'll do the worst sequels ever made, including one non-sequel, Space Jam. Well, till then, this is Evil Dead Fan 1990 signing off, wishing you a good day.